someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in this.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This taken in at the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, play. Strike 3. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You talk about this Miami defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I would have loved to have been in their meetings this week and hear that grizzled old defensive coordinator talk about, well, you did okay, guys. We did all right. Holding them to 13 was pretty good, but this week I expected to be less than that.
I'm going to need to hear that a lot more often. I don't know what it was, but I liked it. Mariota's throw complete to Dodson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mariota now to throw on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he will reach the 8-yard line before before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Dolphins 20. Commanders nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a read.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, Paul, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Dotson in motion right.
White. Claws red. Jack.
Throwing is Mariota. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You talk about this Miami defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And McLaurin, the motion man right.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Now 2nd and 9.
52 blaster.
It's Eckler again. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
This now a 3rd and 4. Motion man is Crowder.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready?
Mariota. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
At their own 42.
And they're going to motion Dotson to the left.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. On 3rd down, Mariota.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this 1st half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
26-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball, but oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
On second down, they'll run it here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 10.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Double 38.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
It's a gain of 4.
Now they'll change things up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Commanders' 14-yard line.
On second down, here's the option.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 14 yards.
And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays.
And, oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it, because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A second down throw here for Mariota. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. A first down throw for Mariota. And this is incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
597. 560.
They'll throw again. Mariota. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Mariota going to change the play.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Red, cycle. Set.
Now Mariota. This one caught by Crowder. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Brown goes in motion left.
Pause red.
First down, Mariota.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Green jack. Six. Mega. Smash. Red. Black ultra. Fuse. Yellow. Red. Yellow. Black dot. Red.
Again, it's Mariota. And this one too low.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Mariota. That is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here we go. Here we go.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half.
And now the rookie's free.
He may go.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Ready.
Mariota on first down. Buying time to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mariota now. Throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Let's go. Go set. Ready.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And quickly, they get to the line.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now 2nd and 3.
At the 31. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing, Mariota. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Ready.
To throw, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Mariota to throw it.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Mariota again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Wait. Get.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
115 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Striker, 3-3.
He'll keep it himself.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
And now an audible here into something else.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 5 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
He's on his way. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Dolphins continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, Mariota.
Airing one out for Crowder.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
Black swap. Cut.
Eckler now between the tackles.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
52. Ready.
Here's Mariota.
This is swung out to Eckler.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing is Mariota. And now here is another interception.
Now inside the 25.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Back to it after the pick six. Mariota.
And that'll be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Mariota again.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And my goodness, another interception. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figure.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And fights through one man. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. On the catch, it's Crowder.
And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Mariota. And now here is another interception.
And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Down by Martin. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fighting this. There he goes, right side.
He may go.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as as they just add to their totals. Sanders on for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
75. Commanders 3.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Mariota going to change the play.
At the 15-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
2nd and 6. At the 24-yard line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Rolling to his left. This is caught. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Ready?
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant